Busansa kwa wakoba bioma fire dri Amanyosem afani ABC enkunyane ni mpenyufo edi atentam ensema hodo egu apono so na yehwe ne nsema ne yehwe MPP fo abato okoto na wotwe awieye edi yi yedwamtirani ane dibra hodo mantam dunsie no nyina mu wi finfi mantam dia sabreka sitabro danche na eda so no a yehwe sansema hodo efiri mu bai ompenyufo mayi omo no ebetimi abo ama MPP a breaking 8 no after the issue about vote buying. And no see, besides the and Ghana bit me, I have a marine visa and this is for so idea to us from next month, and this special from branch to constituency to region to national to the flag bearer. And MPP, you know, then this is for so Esha say, then yes, at the every month. So Ghana is a calm many yen, yaka as soon as Sinukri and then Yevesa and some. When you find a normal to trim come Yira, a yes citizen at Dadzie. Or a church of opinion, a great consolidated popular party, AGCPP, and then Fidiemo, Sanso, and a Yira, a Kingsley, Amaliba, Haruna, also a national communication team member at the Mad Opposition National Democratic Congress in Penufoi, and then you may know a church command. I can't send communication course on WhatsApp number on the screen, so find send a message, bra, mechanic at the amount, Roger for Mamakwaba. Watch out for me, dear. Mention from free a citizen or citizen feel boko.
Unto Yamanado. And Matters and Sembina moon there a fuel and I'm there, see so could break 16.
Fuel sell could be
or Sanko.
7%. I say because my soul red and not pay me by my soul red.
Sanko.
And now I'm
saying that. It's 7%.
Say
7%.
Hey, now at the end 7%.
I'm the one to break 16. I
don't know. Say I shall say joggy because 7%.
You see, my only thing is that are we bringing hope for really the hopeless? And
no,
either we are the baby, either we are giving up.
Fuel price, me who say more threat, national security threat than the so-called terrorism.
Exactly, because
the fuel is a national security threat.
It affects everything. In your country, what to fuel more affects Bibia. Say be obi osini there, they require to need him.
Hey, because me Toyota Cola me use way. They say me fill tanker 600 Ghana cedis. Toyota Cola 1.8. And to see a 7%, I say 10% krana, it means 60 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And to 7%, no, we are talking like between 48 to 50 Ghana cedis. I say about
exactly. Yeah.
I require market government workers 4% near the moment.
It's serious.
Oh, come on, this is national security threat. Let's address this issue.
Yeah, na yam pen na me baby I see Ghana yako. I'm the oya yimshishe. Like for me, I'm losing hope. Like me would have been and strangely, I've talked in the name catch me and could be there within a space of about 1 month. About 8 friends, our nurses were Ghana, Sisa or UK.
I'm Pancrofor Copa.
Nurses,
yeah,
already know our nurse to patient ratio for. And we have 8 of them within 1 month. They are there. And even within this year, some check only one maybe minimum. I work for UK, no yes. Because we have food now, Charlie, more for team from baby.
I joke.
One man minimum that work on them impair a queen to cry. They are thinking of now traveling out of the country. Because it's getting out of hand. So for me, I mean, and I like the statement to be making that Ghana is not a poor country, but it's a poorly managed country. We have managed Ghana so poorly that we continue to have distress. Either you need hope. Either obiare ba be ye bimo wako. Inti say ye wi na ya there or we wi ekesesem. Na dem debate na ye wi na ye jam. Na ye da Amanyosem kote na ye jam ko. Then Amanyosem, what Amanyosem or money ye na ye.
Yeah, Amanyosem your mind.
Yeah, your mind. Na ye say your man.
No, the government should stop this. See something, say something, hear something, say something. Let's address this petrol fuel price as a national security threat, because it's a threat to a food security. It's a threat to our survival. Now, and I will appointment, but I want to mean that's why we are baby could know. Because I don't have money. I make my baby apartment. I will rage. And I say, I can't say, baby, airport residential. If I have to get apartment, I was a location I make here. I will pay in dollars. That 2-bedroom will cost you no less than $2,000 a month. Where am I going to get the money? So I'll be forced to live afar. Na etie chire aboko bi ashoman ne ho ne etie na fu oso abusia for mesremo so you be a o kanda me patcho me so pa me hiasem o kanda o asalam down o kanda o asalam down ana wa da braka me patcho o dan hojo a me patcho o de frame me ni scam bi to agent o de frame me number na 0242 783401 0242 783401 and I say WhatsApp number that screen so we dey send message in fatum na catch am so wo da wo kanda 2-bedroom or kanda and I say asalam down and I say dabraka me pacho because me pe baby ametina metimi anantia badwuma me pe baby ametina okay labadi susu is okay labadi susu bay labadi su na obi si chado metimi ahanda o chado pacho labadi susu bi or down on my pacho WhatsApp number that screen with the fato ho me pe baby a metimi anantia badwuma se menya baby ti sada braka me nantia badwuma menya baby ti se kanda ana salam down me nanti aba adwuma ana so de o apartment bi wo regi ha aja wo de bebre crofo properties bebre what me say crofo team wo de farm me hwesoma me wo de farm me hwesoma me for some time na they say they do need there I'm not ready to commit suicide. Amaleba.
I'm depressed.
7%. Me am crashing me.
I am depressed. Yeah. I mean, your phone. I mean, citizen. My party painful particularly my own mother, the Honorable MP for Timpano constituency. Now, I say NDC a share registration of membership nase throughout the country. Into all the centers, no, person who could register with the idea who be shame na yetumi aboa na reorganization of the party na repay because immediately after the registration, you acquire branch executive elections that will follow by the constituency, regions, and then the national as well. So it is important that Ghana for idea who be shim na yetumi aboa na ejo mind free or how are you na yimu. Unto your honor by never catch and say they are breaking the 8. Now, who break it 8 may the minimum say awesome now some year. Tima move for number say a buyer what is no more than more. Your history to Obama. Na mom omampeni akufu ado na mambu a odina bushuafo na edi kan awode omani sika semina ahye kanofori atansa ade achi ade esen ohun kutuku no mfa kranche mu a omani siniti ase no watie sim se omokwan bia so mbebreki be 8 but na mo bia ni ho aban ni so tu a ekire se eya na mompa kaminim se kabami ka bia mamu de ni etimamufo no be kano na ban to da wuti na wode adwuma no so aban we abu na so munua se ya de obi aka na obeti na ni man ha dwen kra aye ahantan kaka bensam ni ahomaso a aba bewura aban ne mpenimfo mu etoda ensema o mo kachi etimamufo no mpo obeka sasa bio ye kan nipa kra ye nka ho bi amampini akufo no sesa enuma we hunta krache kotna Canada na se sama no kai so no bet odi sikapa be yi gata mu de na won ye bi da
okasasa 2-3 years ago
I know asaka sasa na se abi
okay
fin shube to for Ghana for enton fire na you Ghana for we are dirty ye later gates into onon for sika enfo yi gatam mi ko ya banya odi ball ato ba yitu amano in our history. Mampini Kufa no Mampini or Tekunyo so or Jebola tax. Now so se bola and the answer. On Tigatem. And we know that Accra is a flooded area. But so share Nancy Yanshu toy bear less than 2 hours. Said Yanshu see Yirifan crime potemo habe mia can shumpo Yirifa hoda for the first time.
Slack.
Ensure Yirifa those places. Why? Because the drains have not been desilted for a very long time. Meanwhile, Abana spent over 500 to 700 million Ghana cedis over the last 3 years. Sorry, desilted Gatis. Odo River, after June 3rd disaster, Ibrahim Mahama, as a concerned citizen, or Jitu the who say, or Betty got an free, sans or your mama pointra. When media propagandists ate to money in the souk can sempi dinner temo kruma someone pinna da Mahama at the contract manuia. Bia called the contract and put a my Ibrahim money yes and you man can born a woman a day. But some crofui a chow brown boni. Sika baby bomb was spending so far. What is the result? None of your suffermafu, or by catching Ghana Mabunu say near Juma, young couple for a year. Since the public sector on a choke. And they're even thinking about laying people off. But what to me created Juma Ebanema. We must know Abeka. So to me pack, to me ento fuela, pack or car. And to me a honto, men suai. Or Safma for so to me to fuela, pack or car. And then opa for tot on her. Adoba phone na meti phone to ka omu de baya omu two phone omu two mu no santo ka no mu yanku wie yo. That fight is still on. Radio adoma wo channel so chinechi omu sa de 7% asa be ka fu ebo hu biom. Na wonu say sa two fu ebo mo na che say affect bibia even wo rent impo affecting no rent. So how do we survive? How do we survive? I think that bibi kwa could do no. Ghana, it's time. Yentinsia bonte so never buy no. Yes.
About never quite 2024. No, about what I say.
About the cancer, you trouble by year. That government have automatic 4 years. What the catch now?
Now by no way to
what the catch now?
Over to Abana.
You go to Abangu. We the people gave the power to the state, to the government. You can't say J2 Mina Yameji.
Over a Quameso.
Are you teasing Monte Abana basic form?
The minimum said democracy there. 4 years
because,
no,
as he said, we are slaves in this country. You come on, Pino Kufa to someone tell you. Now say was a high private jet to you. When you be always high because they are claiming say your private jet no, presidential jet no, and how about Omo de Kusi. But the engineers and BCC or Ghana how Omo de plane Kusi France. Say Ghana ha or the other someone found to Koya Becca, the new Ghana ha so. A maintenance. No 1 year buy. Honjo. A boy a 4 o'clock. Call a pass. Call tiptoe lane. Call cycle. Call cantaman. That time not cantaman to follow up. But mainly call a pass. Night market. And mentor which are one in a. Unum coding common here. Ojo also opobi obeto atade be or the same. Obeto atade be 20 cedis o. And obeto indomie amano for the night. Say the million dollars in our work. The woman now for you and no income. Me personally, I wanted to leave the country personally. And this idea now can say the youth want to leave. I hear the flow. A lot of youth in this country want to leave. Now, a nurse for a worker, a doctor and 4 people are leaving. Now, you see, or nurse and poacher doctors. Regardless of the deficit of patient to nurse ratio, maybe that's the element to a hano. A doctor 4 people, the energy are cool. But doctors are leaving. According to, how do you call it, the General Secretary of Ghana Medical Association, on TV3. On TV3. Or say, your word be a word. That word, I saw you for the same. A doctor for Honumpuno. Among Nosso. Every year this year, MSC April, Nipa 4 in the free award in Moko. Because of a bad leader. mampini kufado bode be na Ghana for ye but Jen Mensa Ghana for sure you for sure mame no.
Anyway,
let's
let's move on. And then now you hear him say ye Collins Amoah or ye MPP ni ba no ba be ka video ba be ka honan so be Abraham no kasa no on buy you go so aye friend no oba on so benya no bre na watumi akasa then nipa miensa nto we apply na the baba on nipa miensa and also ma sha se fanfri yira ato dazie ye ka aye economy gun se media ye fa enfam preko aye eku from CFR report of the batch say Ghana we are in debt distress our much ye kanwa they say so bambi boy abosia kra na percentage you know highly 50% a year assurance say we cannot pay in the next 5 years. One can say within this year, in the next 5 years, we cannot pay our debt to be boy abosiampoa. And for that matter, government has resorted to a domestic borrowing and also so as a balloon your debt. Where are we heading?
You see, Sabe itwa kwhwen ko interviewer. Ikotse na interviewer say kape dwuma na ekafa oye fake documents na ekotru baba na yazi we interview no for wedwuma ma the work on the ground will expose you. Maminka kosi ayenden Sabe, sometimes you see we overblame certain external issues. And I always say, I think I'll be frank to say that yes, COVID has really had an impact on Ghanaian economy and global economies. Every economy has had a hit by COVID. Until other day, every economy had or most economies have had issues with this Russian war and all that. However, as any serious entrepreneur or a business person, was SWOT analysis. You look at threats whilst you look at the opportunities. It is a serious in governance. You look at whilst you are governing a country, what are the threats, possible threats where they guard against. In a BBC, in your shocks, Ibimu set up certain fund so that based on certain shocks, you can rely on that fund. Na sisa mayari kwe even fund na yezi si wode debi ebo follow no kra no
stabilization fund in the
yezi
ebi nim ska
na yezi future fo we ndama
heritage fund
ndama fo won so was no so yezi yenya kra so a yezi eguzi no so kra se yezi kesisa awowa inde onye ochine bia inde inti aya na mebisa mo de inti sabio Yimzifun wawahi. Where are the technocrats? That we have the men. Where are they? And I don't know. Sometimes I am not made one mentality there. This country that we so have. Ama yanwa boyan do dema. This is a cover mini. They be some of the cow no yenda bakawa or you fit to come in Kumana bread do kawa and webes in there. I academa yonta. A country like Ghana, Yakadama send yonta. When we have so many things in there, Yakadayasha, Yamba Yahumbra, we can get there. But you see, the unfortunate thing that I always complain about, either them 4 years, yeah, that job to Yawudi. Obia understand and there. Mame yama obotu wa mame retain the power and then graduate and sustain that power. Until we are always taking ad hoc steps. Until most people come in to retain power and to enrich themselves, but not to develop the country. Because fundamental issues are already attacked from the root, and we are not doing it. Because on the Yakadi Yerusuma or better, and we will reap the benefit later. Most of the things that were done, and some of these things, me and no maka. It is a mechanism. some of the things that were done by Mahama, former President Mahama, were long-term things. That is why, and probably he thought he was going to win the next election. So he did it to lay the foundation for the second term. Unfortunately, he lost. And the MPP benefited from most of these things. So if they say they met a mess, they also met a cushion, which was there for them. And some of the fund, the sustainability fund, the Leviano petroleum, Esla, all these ones are the ones, the cushions that you have relied on. Beyond all the money World Bank, beyond all the money external support systems give us during the COVID period, these were internal generated funds that you relied on. So why are we crying and making it look like Ghana chede yenye skebia amfibia yendi yentumi nyashwe? And we say we are starting an industrialization drive which has never happened in Ghana before. We are touting that the industrialization drive where one district, one factory, it be in Ghana that. Iba country no where industrialization driver, one young for so not fun for some brown, one they can't go or the brown. Iba country. If we so really are embarking on an industrialization drive, our ya papa, and can young benefit, we are always having issues with it. Really? Then let's count our blessings. If really we are doing a proper industrialization drive, let's count our blessings. Now one try and okay, yes, started the driving. This is where we have gotten to. The move for seeing was our brain in Asia. And we are never able to account properly. There is so much money. I think I don't know who said this. I think last week or so when we were here, we talked about the mining companies. Sika already wutia na yearly.
Yeah, royalties.
Royalties na wutia. There, as we speak now, it doesn't find its way in the budget. It does not find its way in our budget. If a national budget, there is nowhere that it states how much money we got as royalties in that particular year. And check from 2017 to date. It is not shown. It is not there. When it comes to the accountability, we want to give excuses. But when it comes to spending, no, them. It is what kind of Ghana a broker. It is going ahead for a private jet. And I know so Yabobosa and I offending a credit. They made a where are we getting money for those kind of expenses?
Why are they even telling Ghanaians say presidential jet is going for maintenance? Why we know say the president is no longer using this presidential jet? Why are they telling us?
You see, I think that Meka Assembly there. Sometimes we because obi feel there, okay, sometimes these people are creating issues na expenses. Because yes, you can fix a jet that we don't even use. Yes, you can fix a jet that we don't use. Another is you can fix bar on the use in. Because I be yen inti ba na e dey fix. And I know so you ko bobosia and I dey yakwa you be catch the 1 year na echi e be botu eka. Some of the things does not make sense to ordinary Ghanaians anymore. And for me, that attitude is making us lose trust in politicians. In me days, I mean, maybe not from them a politician, because that is not how I felt politics should be. That a politician should look at the national interest. But since I do be
the economic management team, the former president John Dramani Mahama, I make a proposal. Said the president should consider reshuffling the minister for finance and also the economic management team. No, bringing in fresh brains, fresh mind, fresh ideas into me. And you know, your civil society, some individuals also calling. Finance Minister Keno Furiata, Yafiye all the year ratings are Moody's rating down, S&P rating down, when biom fish rate down now a year sovereign risk tracker rate down ni nyina say we are in debt distress and yes be e kan sa keke oba where the reality on the ground now, it seems that the situation is even worse than the way we say reporting. And then all the statutory payments in this country, our government, including parliament, money is not going. But we haven't seen any reshuffle. How should Ghana, Ghana probably me survive about because maybe I didn't see it's like we are red, baby any channel. It's like a journey.
Anytime I hear people talking about the finance minister, I laugh because I don't know why we are so fixated about the finance minister. It's not just about him. For me, it's not just about him. You know, it's not just about finance minister. Yes, he's the finance minister and he's fronting certain things, but then we have somebody who is in charge. He reports to somebody. You understand?
The economic management team. The head of economic management team
does not have the balls to fire him, then it means he's in cahoot. Then the door be or stamp do, and he be on the wash and the door here. So beyond the economic management team, we know that there is somebody in charge. Inti sabi unto, inti patche there. Our president doesn't know the situations that have happened in the country.
President
he doesn't hear. He might not be feeling it.
The president on several occasions praises the finance minister.
Exactly.
Even when Ghana for be so okay, so what's some of the ideas for the bar?
It's not just the finance minister the president praises. It's not. The president has shown that he is somebody who wants to show support for his people. But outwardly, no. Everything that any appointee of the president has done, the president has come to defend solidly that appointee. Be it any scandal, be it corruption, be it whatever. The president has come out publicly to defend.
Latest one, last
to defend
week,
that person.
Last week in Soyirifa and Crime, when president was commenting about it, he described the Works and Housing Minister Boacha Senso as hard-working minister. We have not been able to tackle even 1% of the challenges we came to meet.
So that's what I'm saying. He has never said anything bad about any of his appointees. It is not just a finance minister. It is a single out finance minister. I sometimes feel like we are being unfair. You understand? And Mambeka in the end, let us say that we chose the president to lead the country. And that's why he gave us that assurance that one, he's in to protect the public purse. That is why he gave us that assurance that anybody who is in to enrich himself, it will not be in his government, only a business person. That is why he assured us that he will stand for the rule of law in this country. That is why he assured us that he will be a father for all. So let's hold him accountable to some of the promises he made to us. That and that is where we need to tackle it, because we have a president whose regime, the minister, has been absent for so many months and yet has been quiet over it. Just because he has appointed a caretaker minister, he's been quiet. He's been quiet about it. As if he doesn't owe us any explanations. And then you can be sir. Now what's the bidudu? You can be sir. What's the ye? Amabe. Let me deliver you a as a young Ghanaian, I have had so much hope in you before you became a president. On several platforms, anybody who has listened to me before, there are times I said, give him the opportunity, give him time, because he is in to do the work. He has shown that he can do it. But I am sure I won't be the first person to tell you this, that we are so disappointed, it's not funny. If there is any other word beyond disappointment, I would have used it. That we, the youth of Ghana, are so disappointed In fact, you were the only one we felt that this is the time we have a leader who would ensure that the right things are done. And I always remember your victory speech, and I will never forget it, because that was what gave me hope. And when you became a president and said you are willing to put your presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey and all the other things, I had hope in you. I'm disappointed, but at least you still have a chance to redeem that image. And I want to call on you and put a challenge to you that between now and 2024, you recently spoke and said there is still hope for Ghana. Please, mama on your talk shop. Nakasan adonso. Ghana fun painful ma kasa ache. More time munya ne dede munya ne fefe munya ma hu tomo. Iba nti no du ye do ne echirimba ye dui. Mo ye zindam. Mo ye abem budem. Ghana fun painful. Mo hwe ne yo. E debi ye ba kama asam. Now I am why I'm young there into 20 to 30 years time. Unto go for Baba TV do. Now I'll complain the same issues.
It will be worse.
Maybe.
It will be worse. Abusia for Amanyosem Jumedi na Ugusa of your original TV. Na mame and Kamesi ba communion and men communia a year Amaliba Ehonum. Yenu ba kumesi say my brother Haruna speak to the fact. I say this is Amoah or the Abba. You knew about I was say good evening. You are the best host for now in Ghana. You deserve award. Also fast forward. I suggest that this time. I suggest that it's time we need affordable housing unit flat in the city, but rather government entities buying lands to build estate. So all around. We have estate. Yenya or hene ne free labor in diaba. Many ameda say, so one who say me, so crack, I say me deserve award to me. I'm grateful for your comment. Kingsley. Also 15 minutes.
I mean, can't you mean that is on here in one soon? Now, and you can hear the adjourned penny said there be a hujaso.
And the message was very powerful, very straightforward, powerful message to every leader to be worried about it.
That kwa yadon kuma say no kana sem. O se Ghana Tunisia na ba ekoto ye ni de hwehweni. Nanso akoba ne sa. Ba woni. I am not surprised that Omampini Akufo-Addo is a leader being produced by the MPP. Last night on our group page, Obi post to letter Kwame Nkrumah Atwirema Buzia when his government was overthrown on the 13th January 1972, when the Buzia government was toppled by the Ghana Armed Forces. Opposed to letter, and I think I could refer to the relevant portions as time progresses, but when they need be, I will do that. McCain can that letter a couple of times. And last night, when the letter was posted and I read it again, I got a new insight into that letter. Ghanaians should equally blame ourselves for the mess Akufo-Addo is giving us. We should. Because he became his accomplice. 2016, but let me go back again. The year 2000, when Kofo was campaigning, Asamoah Wakai. Exactly. That Ghana, we are not a poor country, but a poor and bad leaders. No, my poor. One more cancer 79 the year 2000. And they came to office. Brabant number boy. Kofo be pen hunya tam. Obeba bend in a car. Is it Ford or something? It's a tefre car should not Kofo use before he became president.
I don't know specifically.
Yeah,
me kind 2000. Brabant Penuku for a campaign. Sabre na me wo GSS 1 in Kinke. So no be sinetwem akọ eye tachiman ena ogina kinke so market na eye Nizan Patrol.
Of visiting Rollins after the victory, car or they call castle, car break it down or castle, where they gave me a different car to drive out. But by 2008, when Yesika to hotel Maniba, and they became filthy rich overnight. When Penny Kufuor was there. State lands. Omo appropriate mo omo. Rollins or D or minus for 19 years. We need plot of land our Accra in his name. Apart from the state in the man, our richer. But they turn around and brand themselves. Honorable Johnson said in Ketia a boy in 2007. I better before Echo Primaries say, I confront doing so na Tracia Umko penny part at Chamwa, let no money. Omu tomorrow sinusu edina temwa and that General Sidun Ketia is vindicated. But Nana Kufuor bedi MPP anim. Kokra wadi over 70 years. No time mabu no more part ni musebre edition and dantem no transfer. No one can progress. The party office.
But your young youth ministers and Nana go Asansu Boache, Samuel can say Samuel Jinapo, Brana Champions, they are all youth.
Cannot progress.
That's why.
Obed dear so mampini. He had on one intent and whatever. Now Jane say, for the penny fear is their time, because by the emergence of Nana, there is a new JB Dankwa. They had a problem with that. Lead the bill better on my way should be person Ghana be in Indiano. These family people have a problem with that regime. So when they were coming back, led by Nana Kufuor, among the 2016 elections, Romani said, once they are going to capture the state and capture it proper. Now, then quickly, they have to activate Joseph Stalin theory.
No.
Joseph Stalin was a Russian dictator that could occur meeting to meet the political party leaders. Oko garden odi akokokoye. Okodu garden nanim. The time shows Obe Kasano. No kojina omonim. One kasa. He was holding a live fowl. No to 12 abuano takrano. He was plucking the flocks, the feathers of the fowl. Now abuano came no to 2 no. O to 12 kon hu wie no no ja no to form. No sign the chi. Okona kunyan so okokotra no. No to 12 blue form na okondi le chi. Enti okotra ase na kokono betra beda na ase. No to aduane ma kokono. No sorry ko jina nipa no ka che omo say. Mo hu de ma ya kokono. If you want to become powerful, do to the people what I have done to the fowl. Take away their economic power. Take away every available resource to empower Nipano. Take it away from them. Make them miserable. Go to your pocket and take what you have taken away from the people and fed them with the crumbs. They will look up to you as a savior. They will never forget about you. They will see you as their savior. No, they will not even recognize, say, you are the cause of their misery. And then, on Bejina Hobaka is a free SHS, yay, let people actually. But they have forgotten what they've done to us. I could follow the better Kunyaso, they bad in the bush of 1 year. Let by Kenoforiata. Dr. Indum, you go in Yuma. Huh? Makineku, you go in Yuma. Sedo Gungo, you go in Yuma. Dr. Dufour, you go in Yuma. All the businessmen in Okroma, Mogumu Yuma Nara. Sending thousands and thousands of Ghanaian youth back to the house. These people have not become dependent. These people have not become miserable people of society who was once upon a time working and making decent living. But all this are born when we were applauding him. I am giving you free SHS. People say I cannot do it. Now I for Kwampo are saying it. And we play to the gallery. We refuse to examine the actions of Mampini Kufuor and the government very closely. We refuse to examine it. But what good, Numa? But you see, if you kill the indigenous banks and promote the foreign ones, mind you, some banks no eye omona for dia. Omona for dia. That 400,000 is it 400,000? Is it 400 million or so? The minimum capital
400
requirement.
Million, 400 million.
400 million, fine. Banks go money, but they allow them to survive. They even supported some of them. But others who to say Heritage Bank in the Yagunu simply because they don't go case or court. But you know, Ghana, how we should be very careful because baby, or minor corner. We are setting up a stage, and very soon the actors will begin to play. There's an actors not start here. I don't know. Maybe we can't control them. It's a surprise. Say Ghana, there is not a single northerner. I boss ikafodi okuma okahubi. Bodi nyamintie. Na boss ikani of free water region. Na boss ikani of free central region. Dr. Indum, now we are central region nipa owa uska. Akufo-Addo and his people came, they have collapsed his businesses and brought the man to his knees. Do you think it is by default? Now see to Kromha, now as a Ghanaian, we can afford to attack UDS in Kolase, Munkoye entrepreneurs. Some of Ghana Niba. Now me share Dr. Indum, Niatonwa, will I be happy to open a business? Huh? So in the future, Wamumba will come, and because of political witch hunting, Wambe Gumejuma, simply because I come from a particular region or have a perceived political sympathy towards a certain political party. So are you surprised? Why you send your money now? Or collapsing Ghanaians, or breaking it down economically, taking away our economic power, impoverishing us, and demoting our social living gradually. No. What was he doing? Project Mahama ye befra ben NDC. Under President Mahama no so munima. What did he do? Or see 120 senior high schools or starting after he promised to build 200 or starting 123. 74 were completed, 49 were finished and handed over. Nyaka na also modin kunya sim besin ne akanwirem. Mahama was building hospitals. 2015, they inaugurated Dodowa District Hospital. What is the 2015-2016 year? No, there was no, how do you call it? There was a term doctor for you, maternal death, right? The maternal death, maternal mortality.
Maternal mortality rate.
There was zero maternal mortality rate in that Dodowa district. I didn't give thanks to President Mahama for building the hospital, but I gave thanks to the people in the area who utilized the facility well to their own benefit. These are how hard leaders does. We can point out Japanese President Mahama. Within 3 years, he became president. A castle of the or Bobosia, only 56 or 4 billion Ghana cedis. We can point out to Japanese President Mahama Dija Omaino. Before Mahama left office, UCG they made profit. GRA made profit. TOR made profit. Netco made profit.
Gridco,
you know who make it profit? And then a kappa and sumho, only heaven knows. And no inechi. If Bosnia power Mampini Kufuor-Addo, what brogu or buying ho? Now what brogu or mine ho? Unto, how many are we in this country? 30 million people, right? So far, Sika Ba Amanyosem Kwanam almost 800 billion Ghana cedis. Kaufi says 800 billion Ghana cedis way. Abide investing half of this money into the economy. Okay, so they okay, no. NHIL, a kadaho. Get fund, a kadaho. And don't put the only kusia owa. Omo de esla kusia owa. Sasa sikaria jijia, ekutuaka. Sikaru somo de eden somo ntuminka. national service personnel ya ye nuanom ye yina ye national service da ebe mu tetama ebe dwuma all the way to ministries ebirim atetama ebe dwuma around circle and other places within the capital. And look at Kasika Bo and then Ofuka Nebo. And they're even going to add more. Now, at the end of the day, man to no sure, Nipano, they start paying 500 cities also the man to Saskano. I'm even told the Saskano more starting at the so.
699 Ghana cities.
You get it? Here we are as a country. No, be a Canada too. Because when Pine Kufado, or your chini, or your chimney, or feature be, that's a yanka. I can quarter on Numbrimu, Yankanasam.
But people criticize
Mahama,
people criticize
Mahama, or you're going to Niba, or Fribole Bamboy, or Numbohu, that's a yaka. That's a yaka. I saw for them Castle Kubaromo, Pompo Bobano, Sa Pompono, and Pida. And because we are beginning to see that the enemies are within. Look at where we are now as a country. There is absolutely no hope for the youth. Hospitals are I can't read them. Schools I can't read them. In fact, not for conference recently, almost said Ghana education is in crisis. In the midst of all this. Corruption is generally a buying for the people that can answer. The real mind of the year, the party of Bush for Omoah who said, "Tam," and the Ghana above. Ghana above Bloomberg reporter, no man analysis. When you're not patching, Omoah says the Ghanaian economy have collapsed. That is the meaning.
Okay. Abusia for Amanyosem na ugusu awoshe no I am ya pass na new MPP no went to me Ama because conversation like this and I want to sometimes hear from them. Ebi ano mo wa ba mo no sometimes never be ho no ma minu mienu enim but na me ya pass MPP ni dwumadi so but also ho betima say no message ni de abane atumi akenkan at the amount. To be frank you may vema me dey hear me production pa me dey buy no so how she program to me say me vem for because it's me dwene ho am entiase but that's the economy found herself in. Let's keep on praying hoping say nyama betumi ayeye.